Novi here with another speed paint. This time I'm redesigning Nightmare Moon and Daybreaker. I think I've finally settled on a sort of style for my thumbnails, and the rambling will come later, so let's just get right into it. Nightmare Moon's story follows canon with Luna's corruption, yada yada yada, but her personality is the fun and crazy bits we got to see in the later season, but like jacked up. Not quite to the levels of Discord, but whereas Luna is the princess of the night and henceforth guardian of dreams, all that stuff, she is the alicorn and the queen of nightmares. Her mental state has changed from I want to rule Equestria to since they won't love me, they can fear me. I kept her colors the same, but added the white as a contrast, and I beefed up her armor. In her overall shape, I want to reflect how dreams can start to warp. Like, the longer you look at her, the more you realize what's wrong. Her legs look weird, her head is weird, her shadow is weird. Every part of her feels off and a little unsettling. Her wings don't work right, and while she can get up into the air, she uses wind currents to glide around. It would only be able to hold her ground for a few minutes. She is more bark than bite, influencing Pony's dreams to cause strife and disorder. She lasted longer in canon, able to slip into dreams to hide from Celestia for nearly a month before she was cornered. Then she is banished, of course, to the moon, as per canon. Now, let's talk about Daybreaker. I tried. I really tried. I had one sure idea going in, and that was her lava main, but it wasn't enough, and I really fumbled the rest of the design. Like, bad. This is bad. And not the art so much itself, but just the design. This is the least favorite of my redesigns, but I'll try to explain my process, what little there is. Celestia's corrupted state is very different compared to Nightmare Moon. She is all bite, no bark. Like, Daybreaker doesn't speak at all. She feels no pain, no regret, no sorrow, no anger. She feels nothing. She only works on instinct, which is to kill anything that steps in her way. She can't feel the burns caused by her lava main, and while it does burn, it won't burn through her skin. The covered part of her face is severely burnt, and all her jewelry has melted off of her, only a few gems surviving. I tried to paint them as wounds as opposed to scars, as they don't really get a chance to heal. That's where it kind of fell apart. I went back and forth on the colors, starting with the red of my first redesign, and then I wasn't loving it. I felt it wasn't a right fit. It would fit more my Celestia redesign to be an opposite color, but I didn't like it. It looked fine on my old design, but it just didn't work here, and I didn't like it. So I thought, okay, well, what if we went completely black, like the way the rocks kind of look with lava and all that, and so that'd be something like her body would basically be enshrouded in darkness with a little bit of some glowy bits, but you would basically see this glowing light first from the lava, and then as she would like either step into the light, you would see more of her body, and then you would kind of see more of her, and then I'm like, well, okay, no, this kind of feels too much like Nightmare Moon, even though it doesn't look like Nightmare Moon. Like, it looks quite different, but it felt too similar. So I thought, okay, well, what if we went with white? Let's try a white coat. It would make her unable to hide as much, but I could maybe do some black accents and change the orange glow to blue, because blue fire or a blue flame, as I googled, is the hottest. So I thought, okay, well, let's try that. And then I tried let's try doing like a lava pattern on her legs a little bit. And I'm like, no, okay, that's kind of making it too much. I'm like, well, what if I tried to incorporate her sort of waxy, melty pattern that she has in my redesign of Just Celestia? And then I'm like, well, I don't like the way that looks at all. It looks like it's too much. It looks like we're adding too much to an already not very good design. So I'm like, okay, what if I gave her horns? I'm like, well, no, she already has her single horn. That it is broken off here, by the way. I should add that. It gets broken off. It's totally not because I forgot how long I actually made her horn. So let's just say it got broken off. And then I tried shading a little differently, and that didn't work. And then I changed her hoof colors. I can't talk right because I know like the rest of all my designs, all my Little Pony designs, they're all the hooves, they match their eye color, which I look back on it now and I'm like, I could have made her hooves white. I could have possibly kept them black because you could say that there's some black, and then I made like the blue in her white one because her eyes are black in her original, like the one there. And I tried. I really, really tried. Daybreaker is a year in the making. Like, Nightmare Moon, I got done in like 2 days. And that was only scrapping one concept sketch because I felt it looked too much like my original redesign. But poor Daybreaker. The only part that I'm really happy with is the lava mane. It doesn't quite look right on her tail, but I'm giving up with that. It's just going to be how it's going to be, but I really like how it turned out on her head. I can't. I tried. I really, really tried. I would say probably the first one with the black pelt, I don't even know if that's the right word, fur, is probably my favorite. It's not like god-awful terrible, like, I'm not gonna say that, but it's not good for what I wanted, for what the redesign was supposed to be, and especially comparing her to Nightmare Moon. It's not good. It's really not. It's easily my least favorite of my redesigns by far. Like, yeesh. She's like, I tried to keep, like, her tanky nature. Like, she's not very fast, but she is, like, a force. It's basically, like, she will, I don't even know at this point. I'm going so far off script because I just looking at the speed paint while I'm trying to get all my rainbows out. Have I learned anything from this? Yeah, 2 things, in fact. Having one idea isn't going to cut it for designs anymore. For Nightmare Moon, I had dreamlike, nightmare-like, bat motif, night motif, stars, and crazy and weird. And that was enough. That was enough of ideas to kind of keep me going. It was something. As for Daybreaker, I went in with lava mane, and that was it. And that was not enough. I spiraled, and I had a fuck ton of shitty traditional sketches to try and get something else, but I couldn't. And the second thing I learned from this, I miss drawing dragons. Like, I really, really miss drawing dragons. And Daybreaker's redesign really put me into an art slump. Like I said earlier, I started her almost a year ago, around the time of my first redesigns, and I've been working on her on and off before shelving her for about 6 months, and I just can't. I have a last batch of pony redesigns, but they'll be slow to come out while I just try to get my groove back and work on a couple dragons. So dragons will be coming. Those will be coming around. I may or may not be redesigning a pair of dragons from a decently popular series that may or may not have started my obsession with dragons, which, have fun guessing that, should be fairly obvious. but they'll eventually come out. The pony designs will eventually come out. I just want to thank everyone for sticking with me for this long for my redesigns. I know it's been kind of all over the place, especially for this AU that I'm building. I have a post on my Tumblr that somewhat goes into it a little bit, but it's half rambles, half scripts, just to kind of keep a little bit of a timeline for it for myself. I appreciate all the comments, all the likes. I know I don't really answer comments. That's more of a me thing. I look and I start typing and then I overthink it and then I'm like, well, what if this comes off as condescending? But every comment I appreciate very much. All the likes, all the subscribes. I'm almost at 100. I almost at 100K. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I wanted to thank everyone for that. I want to directly mention my Tumblr, as that's where I'm most consistent with my posting. I do have an Insta that I'm trying to keep up with. There's a Toy House and a Blue Sky, although I'm still building the last two. My DeviantArt is dead due to me losing access in a whole slew of other issues with DeviantArt right now, but that's neither here nor there. And I will be slightly slower posting for a little bit while getting ready for Art Fight, which I am a part of Art Fight. Don't know what team this year, but I'm there. I will finish this series of redesigns for Day and Night Regained again. I do have Shining Armor, Sunburst, and Tempest Shadow that's in the process, and I do have a small little thing for the Cutie Mark Crusaders that will be coming out again, but this has been a wild and rough ride for this video. I was actually going to do Alicorn Twilight as well, but then I finally got finished Daybreaker and it stopped. I had to stop. I'm done. Okay, this video's been going on for a while now, but yeah, this has been Novi. Space out.